It's alive! It's alive!
Yes, it is still alive, and welcome back. My name is the Great and Powerful Zilla, and welcome to this little video, which I'm going to feature a random battle on the live server with the Ryujo here. Now, what I've done is these little captains were in my inventory before, and I have not completed them yet, but this little captain, I put points in here, and what you do on a carrier now, you only need 15 points to make it a core complete. This one's only got 7. So you go straight down this line right here. You pick up all these skills right here, straight down the line. Then you get your 3 points, you put it into survivability export, 2 more, and that goes into improved engines, and then you got 4 extra ones you can put anywhere you want to put them. I, on my tier 10, put it in fire prevention. Okay, but you can put it pretty much anywhere you want to put it. You know, maybe concealment, maybe split it up, maybe go, you know, something else. You know, maybe you want your engine boost, you like the engine boost, or maybe you like something else. Who knows? Okay, but that's how you do your captain skills. Initially, you just go straight down this line, you pick up the improved engines, and then you pick up your survivability expert in either order, and you're good to go. All right? Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, modules. Yep, we got modules, folks. So what I've done is I've got all the top planes, and I've got the sea hull on the Ryujo, and I put, if you look at your options, Air Goose Mod 1, okay, it increases the speed of the aircraft returning to the carrier. Why is that important? The faster they get back, the faster they can retool, and the faster you can get them back up again. Okay? Fast is good. Damage control system. Other option was engines. So you got a longer boost. I think the boost is long enough as it is. Torpedo bomber's health. This one increases the attack time, so it allows you to get into that dive a little bit earlier and get that thing real nice and narrow. Okay. Your other options, this one doesn't make any sense, really, for a carrier. This one does, to a point. Okay. Attack aircraft, if you like the rocket planes better, maybe you'd rather go with your attack aircraft better. So that works. And then anything, I'm telling you, anything that improves the health of your airplanes, take it. Take it. And I tend to prefer the torpedo bombers, so I went with the health on the torpedo bombers. Okay, but you can do dive bombers if that's your thing. If you like attack aircraft better, that's your thing. Anything that improves the health of your planes, by God, get it. All right? So those are the mods I put on the Ryujo. Okay? At tier 10, you get a lot more options. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. But that is the Ryujo. We're going to take it into a random battle and see what kind of craziness happens here. And when we're done, we'll see what we got. Okay? And we'll also take a look at the economics of it. Also, forum guys, complainers in the game, chill out. This is the first day of the release. It's going to be foobar sometimes. Okay? So just chill out. Relax, take it easy, okay? If you want to unsub, again, bye. You know, if you're going to take your ball and go home, then we don't need you in the game, because that kind of attitude is just selfish. You know, relax, chill out, things are going to get better, okay? I will talk to you when we get after the game, all right? Okay, we jump right into a random, and here I've already moved my carrier. I got my my fighters up, and we're going to go see if we can scout around and shoot some rockets at stuff and just cause some problems. Now, during the course of these random games, because I have had experience on the test server, I have a slight and very slight advantage because I kind of know what to do. Other players may not know what to do. If you come across them in the game, just encourage them to keep trying. It takes practice. This is not something that comes intuitively to players. Now, some guys, they can pick up any game and be master of it within 10 minutes. I'm not one of those guys. So I'm lining up for this rocket thing, and I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to fire my rockets, accounting for the lag. And they landed right where the reticle was, so maybe the lag's behaving itself. I don't know. But I'm trying to speed out of this flak, and of course, as you can see, puff, 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 puff. Remember, kids, smoking is bad for you. So anyway, I'm coming back around. We're going to make another run. Normally, in random games, and even sometimes in co-op, you won't get one run. That's it. I'm going to take a cheap shot at the carrier. Well, I thought about it, and I begged off. I was like, no, 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 no. That anti-aircraft is no joke. And there it goes. Gone. You kind of expected that. So I got my one shot, and then my planes got shot down. And I hear that from a lot of players in the game right now. They're getting one run, and that's it. Your mileage may vary. It's completely RNG sometimes, you know. But when you see puff, 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 you try to avoid it, but there's not a whole lot you can do. You can try and speed through it. You can power through it. You can try and maneuver around it. You know, you do your best. Now, I made the mistake on the Ryujo here of having these Tier 4 planes instead of the Kates. So I'm flying around with Tier 4 torpedo bombers on a Tier 6 carrier. Yeah, not real smart on my part, but we're going to do the best we can with what we got. I realized at about this point in the game that I had these, and I was like, facepalm, right? What are you going to do? You say, okay, everybody stop, let me go back to the port, and yeah, that's not going to work. And we're trying to look and see what the enemy team is doing. And to be honest with you, I don't think either team knew what they were doing, ours or theirs. Everybody was just gobsmacked by all these changes and just shocked. So here we have two ships close together. Normally that's a death sentence, but if I can get one torp run in there, I might be able to hit one or the other. So I'm going to drop down, and this is where that upgrade comes in. It gives you more time to line that up. See how that narrowed down real quick? And that's where you want it to be. So I got one torp off. We'll see what that does. In the meantime, puff, puff, puff. You don't get a heal at this level. So, bring up dive bombers. Do what we can with those. And these are the Tier 6 dive bombers. So, they seem to be congregating at B. So that's where we're going to go. They're like, well, you should not pick out ships that are grouped together. If that's where they all are, that's where you got to go. And it looks like that's where they all are, except for that one ship. And it looks like that is a battleship that's just to the north of the sea cap. So maybe we'll go after him. I don't know. We're going to scout around. There's a destroyer here, as you can see from the smoke screen. Probably causing no end of trouble to ours. And the other carrier is doing his best as well. You know, he's dropping torps and whatnot. I'm going to come down on this destroyer. I'm going to see what I can do. We're going to go into our bomb run, and he just starts to move as my reticle comes down. Can I hit him? Please? Nope, just a little bit short. But that was actually a pretty good run, considering he just popped up. So the spotting mechanics are spot on, so to speak. Haha, see what I did there. And you come back around and you try and get him bow to stern, stern to bow. Nope, that's not going to work. It overcorrected. That A and D key is still kind of clunky. So I beg off of that run. I swing back around, trying to get on his stern, but he's a little bit too wiggly. I'm not going to do it. So we'll go after that battleship. And I'm unclear as to exactly what kind of battleship that is. And we're going to make that run and drop right there. Come on. Ah, nothing. That's why when you're hitting broadside, you try and aim at the bow if you can, but it doesn't always work that way. And you hear me beating up on my keyboard, trying to get that D key and get it coming around. All right, here we go. Now this is a good run. I only got 2 planes left. Will the flak eat them? We got to stay in that line. We got to stay in that approach, and we're going to drop. No. Darn it, every time I get a chance. And this glitch is still existing where it just auto launches the same planes. They go into an attack dive, and then they come out of it, and you can fly them around with the A and D key, but you don't have any other controls. And it's frustrating, but hey, you have to use what you got, so. I've heard of a couple of glitches with the planes. Sometimes if there's a lag issue, they'll spin around in circles. Heard some people saying that they couldn't even log into the game. We're going to aim at the nose. No, we tried to get to the nose of that, but see that A and D just overcorrected. So I'm trying to come down. Oh, can I get him? Can I get him? No. Close, but no cigar. And there's our friendly CV. I'm trying to help him out. And I have to hit speed boost to get out of that flak and get enough range to come back around and make a good run. But that cruiser is doing all kinds of curlicues on the map. He is not joking around. He's serious. So, can I get on his nose and make a drop that way? Come on. Hit that A key, A key, A key. Coming back around. Coming back around. Coming down. Looks good. Oh, no, it's a little bit too far. Nah, it skipped. That's the lag skip. So, that didn't work. But we're making him dodge. We're making him run. Really need to turn off my mic while I'm doing this. And there it goes. Nope. So that was the Wasted Squadron, and I'll pull up something more amicable to me, torpedo bombers. And they got him. So now I got to look for a new target. Our team is up in point. No, we're down in points and we're down in ships. Are we? No, we're even in ships. But we're down in points. So. On the horizon, there is a battleship. And it doesn't look like he's got a lot of health left. He's been kind of beat up. And we're going to come in and we're going to see what we can do. Now, the Texas is no joke. Its AA is not something to be laughed at. For real. And he's making comments in the chat about bring it, bring it, bring it. And he knows he's got us. We got to attack him. But he's so powerful with the AA. And I'm going to make my drop. And it goes in. And that does look good. But I don't think it's going to make it. And somebody dropped fighters. That smart Alec dropped fighters right there. Over that Texas. And he may avoid those torps. I think he does. So I've done a paltry 3,000 damage so far. And it doesn't look like I have any prospect of getting much better at it. So I'm coming back around at that Texas. So yes, I'm a glutton for punishment. And just look at you, puff, 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 puff. And his fighters are taking on after me too. But I'm going to drop down into the approach. This is a stern shot. Stern shots, generally speaking, don't do well. And I'm guessing he's going to turn, and he does, the other way. There go the torps. I don't think they're going to hit. Nope. And there goes my planes. You see those flaming wrecks go into the water. So we'll pull up dive bombers again. And go that way. And we are now well behind on points. It's not too late though. We can salvage this. We can salvage it. And my carrier is dug in well behind that island. Nice and safe. Probably the most important thing with the carrier in this iteration is to get out of line of sight. If you can get out of line of sight, you have a good chance of surviving any stray cruisers, destroyers. Because remember, like at tier 10, the Yamato has 30-kilometer gun range with skills and whatnot. They can hit you anywhere on the map. And if you're spotted, I guarantee those guns are swinging your way, right? So we're going to go back after the Texas again. And, you know, he's sitting there with just that much health, and you just know he's one or two hits away from hitting Davy Jones' locker, and we're going to drop, and they lag skip, and I probably killed a whale or something. So we'll come around. And we'll try and hit him from this side. See, he's chat, chat, chat. And he knows. He knows. Well, we know too, but we really don't have much of a choice. And we're going to try and account for the lag. We're going to try and lag skip that, but it didn't do it. So I'm bringing it back around. Yeah, the reason this doesn't have sound is because I had my mic on during the game, and you kept hearing the keys getting hammered on the keyboard because I play intensely. So, bringing it down, my last plane, drop no. Whew. If y'all got a Texas, you're going to enjoy this. That thing is no joke. I'm going to start moving my carrier up to see if we can cap. It's a little bit late for that, but I'm going to do what I can. Bring it up into sea and see if I can cap. 3 carriers on each side. And they still have that Texas. That Texas has survived Lord knows how many air attacks, and he's not tired of it. But I imagine he's starting to feel overwhelmed. And I hear a lot of players in the game now saying, wow, there's just so much going on. They feel kind of overwhelmed. You'll get used to it. You'll get accustomed to it. Don't worry about it. You know, that kind of stuff happens. So I agree that getting ganged up on by 3 carriers is not a fun experience for your ship. I could certainly agree with that. That will change. Just give it a little bit of time, guys. Just got to calm down. I'm going to drop down, see if I can get a torp hit on that Texas. Probably not. God, and I've hit speed boost, but at this tier, there's only so much boost you can speed to. Especially, like I said, these are tier 4 planes in a tier 6 battle. So, yeah, I imagine carrier players leveling up that don't have everything unlocked yet are going to experience the same thing. Now, this is a good drop. It's right on target. He is slow. He's in turn. It should hit, but I don't think it will. Nope. It'd be nice if I could hit something. And there goes the Texas. So the Texas is gone. Now all we have left are their aircraft carriers. And I'm here to tell you, folks, sending your planes against an aircraft carrier, you're going to lose your planes. And eventually, you'll wear it down where you can get a hit. But this is going to become a very, very frantic scrum here in a few minutes because I am the last carrier. But I'm a warrior. And I'm going to go in there and I'm going to cap that thing. And we're going to get into a secondary duel. And I have done jack for all for damage in this battle. It isn't for lack of trying. But I really haven't done much of anything in this battle as far as that goes. But this is the kind of silliness that you can expect for a while now, until things calm down. Because you got a lone carrier going in there and putting secondaries down on other carriers. I don't know. Does that secondary upgrade make sense now? Maybe. I don't think so. And here's the thing: when you're in proximity like this and you're in a secondary fight with enemy carriers, you're going to rack up plane kills real fast. But the other thing too is, as soon as your planes are launched, they're under anti-aircraft fire. I mean, the minute they're launched, they're getting shot at. So it's carrier v carrier, 1-on-3. And I don't think it's going to matter at the end of this game. I did get a torpedo hit, and I reset the cap. Yay! And I'm racking up the plane kills, I'll tell you that. But, yeah. I don't think this is going to end well. But it's still fun. It doesn't matter. That one's too close. It's not going to arm. It didn't. You can see my secondaries going off. Getting a little bit more damage. I think I've done more damage with my secondaries than I did with my planes. That's embarrassing. And puff, 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 puff. But carriers are they're built for anti-aircraft, so and they have all these defenses, so you're gonna have a really hard time trying to hit an aircraft carrier with an aircraft carrier. It can be done, and it has been done, but at a cost. Everything that you do in this game, regardless of what ship you're playing, has a cost to it. And if you're willing to pay the price, then you can do this, that, and the other. But sometimes you have to look at it and say, well, is it worth it? Now, in this case, I don't really have a choice. This is where I'm at. This is what I got. And you just see my planes go melt. And that's just because, like I said, as soon as I launch, I'm under anti-aircraft fire. So it doesn't matter. Puff, 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 gone. And this is just getting ridiculous now. And that's it. That's the end of the game. So, under those circumstances where I've done very, very little to actually assist in a win, I did 22,300 damage. Most of that was with secondaries. And shot down a whole bunch of planes. Did I make money? Yep. Made 159,374 with the premium. Would have made 93 without. So the economy, I believe, is fixed. And that's it for today, guys. You guys be good to each other, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.